and they ended up intersecting and meeting.
Everybody's watching her, but she's looking.
Hey guys, it's me Sia, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time, as you guys can tell by the title of this video. And I'm going to be doing a story time about the time I got stuck in my ex's house in his bedroom and getting caught by my dad and all that fun stuff. So if you guys want to hear about how I got stuck in my ex's bedroom and got caught by my dad, then just grab some popcorn, a drink, whatever, girl, and let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're gonna call this ex, I want to name him something that had nothing to do with his name at all. We're gonna name him Kyle, because that's nothing like his name. Alright, so we're gonna name him Kyle. Me and Kyle, I don't even know how long we were together. I don't think we were even together. He was like a senior and I was a sophomore or junior. One of them. A sophomore, I think. I forget. But he was older than me. And he lived like 8 doors down. And my parents hated him. My sister hated him. No one liked him in my family. They thought he was just bad for me. But he was one of them bad boys that, I liked. I was the good girl. And basically I really liked this bad boy. And so he was my neighbor and we were on the same bus, everything, but he was really popular. He was a football player, had tons of friends and everything. So I always seen this boy all the time. And over time I really started to like him. But he was really an F-boy and I just did not want to deal with that. But I ended up, liking him a lot. So I decided to give him a chance one day and stuff like that. But fast forward to this specific day. We were talking for a minute now, but my parents still were not, with it at all. They did not like him. I believe my sister, she was not home. I don't know where she was. And my mom, I know she was at work. And it was only my dad home. My mom did not like him like one bit. My dad did not like him at all. He told me to come over and my dad didn't actually want me going to his house. This was around the time that he did something really rude to me, which I'm not going to get into. But my dad did not want me going anywhere near him or talking to him or anything like that. But I was like, hey dad, me and Kyle are going to the park because we have like a park by our house, and I was like, can me and Kyle go to our park? Like I promised, like we'll be fine, like nothing, bad or fishy gonna happen or anything like that. And I begged my dad to let me go, and he let me go. And so, but I was really going into Kyle's house. I wasn't going to the park. So I get my jacket on and headed over to Kyle's house. His parents was at home. It was just him and his newborn baby sister. So the sister was on the bed and it was just me and him. We were chilling and everything like that. And then we hear like footsteps coming up the stairs. So we're like, what the heck? Like, who's home? Like, his mom was not supposed to be there at all. And it was his mom. She like came home early or something like that. So he like shoved me into his closet. And all I remember is like peeking through the closet and I see his baby sister looking at me in the closet while I'm looking at her, like hoping to God his mom does not come upstairs and sees me or anything like that. And then my phone starts ringing while I'm in the closet supposed to be hiding, and it's my dad calling. And I couldn't answer and tell him like I'm in his house right now or something like, but I didn't want him to worry. So I did not answer, and I knew if I answered this phone, Kyle's mom was gonna hear me in her house. So I just didn't answer, and my dad constantly ringing my phone at this point, like on repeat, and my heart is just jumping, hoping I don't get caught by his mom, get caught by my dad. It was just a tough situation. So I ended up, when my dad called again, I ended up picking up the phone because I wasn't trying to get caught by my dad at all. Like, I didn't want him worrying about me or anything. And I knew if he saw that I wasn't picking up my phone, then he's gonna come to that park and see what was up. So I answered the phone, and Kyle gets so mad at me and presses the end button because he's like, are you dumb? Like, why would you pick up the phone? Or like, because he wasn't trying to get called by his mom. So his mom ended up leaving. I came out the closet, but at this point, I had to get home to my dad because he's calling my phone like crazy, and I can't let him know I'm here. So I called him back, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm at the park." And at this point, he knew I wasn't at the park, and he was cursing. He was going crazy. I'm like, "I promise I'm at the park, this and that." So I was like, "Kyle, I had to go." I ran downstairs, ran out the door, and I got home with no jacket on. Remember, I came to Kyle's house with a jacket and left without one. So he's like, where'd your jacket? And then I was like, I left it at the park. He was like, oh, you really did? You left it at the park? I'm gonna go get it. So I had to text Kyle like real quick, like, look, you need to go take my jacket, put it at the park because my dad is coming to get it. And so Kyle's like, all right. And he takes my jacket, runs out the door to go to the park. And my dad is coming out my house trying to go to the park to get my jacket. And they ended up intersecting and meeting. And my dad was like, I knew she wasn't in the park. I knew she was at your effing house, this and that. He was really pissed, and he was like, stay away from my daughter. My dad ended up coming back home, and he was like, look, I'm not going to tell your mom about this, but let it not happen again. And if it does happen again, I'm going to tell your mom. So that was really nice of him, but I thought I was going to get, like, that was going to be my last day living on earth because he was so mad, and I knew he did not want me over there, and I was there. But whew, that was no joke. But you know, now it's memories, and I can look back on it and make story time, and you know, tell. I know my mom now knows about this story. I'm like, it's all over now, so I'm like comfortable with telling her and stuff like that. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see, and subscribe to this family. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.